Hello, welcome to CSC Sports. I'm your host, Jay Howard, and today I have a phenomenal topic. But a lot of you young cats are not going to know what I'm talking about, so you got to excuse me for hitting you guys with this question. But for all the cats that know about Tim Hardaway, that's right, the father of Tim Hardaway Jr., you know what I mean? Tim Hardaway, I know you guys know about Allen Iverson, AI, Philadelphia 76ers, Detroit Pistons, Memphis, Nuggets. We know about AI. And the question is, for you guys out there who know basketball, some of you guys already predicted what I'm about to say. Some of you guys already know. Who has the better crossover? That's right. Tim Hardaway or Allen Iverson? Let's get started. I'm going to go with Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway to me was a phenomenal guard. He shot the three well. Decent passer. Nice flashy passes too. Ball handling skills, top 5 of all time in my opinion in the NBA. Tim Hardaway was a flat out dog, and he is from the Chi. That's right, Tim is from the Chi, baby. Now when I think about Tim's crossover, it's different from AI's. Tim crossover was shorter and more compact. Tim crossover was mainly used, and what made it really stand out, in transition. Tim Hardaway was a guy that can cross you over going between defenders like nobody else. Well, we got another guy in Chicago that's on the injury reserve list that does the same thing. His name is Derrick Rose. In transition, he can change hands phenomenally, change directions phenomenally. As far as his face-up crossover, it was short and compact. Short and real quick. It was a pack. That's what made Tim Hardaway's crossover phenomenal. It was a quick pack and he's off. By Tim Hardaway being so strong in his upper body, he was able to protect the ball well. Because if you come in, when he goes right, he can ball protect with his left shoulder and keep you away from him. Vice versa, if he went left, he can ball protect with his right shoulder to keep you away from him. So it was really hard when he's changing lanes for you to defend him, especially after he hits you with the initial crossover. Now moving over to Allen Iverson. Let me break this down. Allen Iverson is about 6 feet to 6'1". But I don't know if a lot of you guys knew he had like a 6'5", 6'6" wingspan. You understand what I'm saying? And what made Allen Iverson crossover so phenomenal is that his arms were so long that he can carry the ball out so far and your eyes go that direction, and he'll come back with a little mesmerizing to the right hand. But you gotta think how this guy is centered. You're centered up with him. He's in a face-up position. You in your basketball stance, and you're trying to look to see which way he's gonna go. But when he carries the ball out, most people, and it's not fundamentally sound, they're going to look at the ball. And their eyes shouldn't be on the ball. You know what I mean? So when he's going back and forth, you don't know, then he's jiggling and moving his body. He's kind of playing with you. And that's what made Allen Iverson's crossover so effective. So when he decides to go from left to right, what Allen Iverson did better than anyone in the game, when he goes from left to right, he will quickly go back left with a jiggle with his head. So when you watch that jiggle or that ball, he's going to go right back the other way. His arms are so long. When he's taking off from going back left to right with the ball guard protection, Allen Iverson mostly had guards defending him. Most guards didn't have the wingspan to even block his shot when he went up for a layup. That's how come when Allen Iverson hits his man and used to go to the hole, if you look at his hands when the ball is releasing, most of those point guards, their hands are probably right here at his forearm. That's how long the man's arms was. So that's what made Allen Iverson so effective with his crossover. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the length of his arms. When you look at the difference between the two, Tim had short arms, Allen Iverson had long arms. Allen Iverson was more mesmerizing with his body movements as he dribbled the ball with his head and everything, so you didn't know he was more deceiving. Tim Hardaway was short, fast, and compact. So out of the two, who would I take with the crossover? I'm going to take Tim Hardaway. I'm going to take Tim Hardaway for the simple fact his lane changing abilities. It stopped him from. I think if you forced Allen Iverson to shoot the ball, he shot the ball pretty well. But if you stay up off of him and don't give him that extra defender that's going to get lost by his crossover, you can defend him a little bit well. Tim Hardaway can go up the court, dribbling the ball between defenders just like Derrick Rose. And I would take a guy more like that with the crossover because he can get where he wants to and you really can't defend it. Because it can be two guys right here trying to double him and he can go between both of them. Allen Iverson was a better one-on-one guy with his crossover. I think Tim was more well-rounded all the way around. But as far as one-on-one, I'm going to give Allen Iverson this. He had the best one-on-one face-up crossover dribble. So that's how I put it. I know a lot of people are not going to be happy with me because I broke it down. But if you really think about it, you understand that I'm right. Allen Iverson had the best face-up crossover. Overall, in transition, face-up everything, I got to go with Tim Hardaway. I want to know who you guys think between the two. I don't want to hear comments about Jamal Crawford and such Chris Paul. Give me, out of the two, Tim Hardaway or Allen Iverson. Peace from CSC Sports. That was fun. I want to hear what you guys have to say. And I'm out.